Hey Europe, this is Musable.com calling, the best source for news and blogs about the Eurovision Song Contest. If you're looking for a new Eurovision experience online, you should visit us. Our editors have a wide variety of content for you to enjoy, from up-to-date news stories and interviews to fun and interactive quizzes. So if you want to know the latest news or just find out what Eurovision country best suits you, we have it all at Musable.com.
You are listening to a special episode of Eurovision Legends, where I, your host, Emil Löfström, invites some of this year's participants. Today, we're going to get to know the singer Tusse a bit better. He has a special story to tell, from a refugee camp to a praised Idol winner, and now a Melfest winner. How does he deal with this? What can we expect on stage in Rotterdam, and will his nail polish match his outfit? Tusse will compete in the first semi-final with the song Voices, representing Sweden. Welcome to Eurovision Legends, Tusse!
Thank you.
Or as everyone outside Sweden think it's pronounced, Tuss.
Well, that's incorrect, but they try.
It's funny because I've seen several reaction videos on YouTube and they all more or less call you Tuss.
It's horrifying, but at least they try. So yeah, that's good.
To get to know you better, I thought we could warm up with some quick questions. What do you say about that?
Yeah, let's go.
First memory from the Eurovision Song Contest.
My first memory from Eurovision, I would say it was 2012, Loreen with Euphoria, when I was younger.
Name 3 songs from previous Eurovisions you really like.
I really like Loreen, of course, Euphoria. I was in love with Rise Like a Phoenix.
From the fading light I fly, rise like a phoenix, out of the ashes seeking rather than vengeance. Retribution you were warned, once I'm transformed.
And I danced to, what do you call it? I don't want tomorrow, oh baby, tonight's so good.
Tonight Again with Guy Sebastian.
Tonight Again, yeah, thank you. I always dance to that song.
What are you listening to right now?
Ooh, right now I'm listening to a lot of Bruno Mars, a lot of The Weeknd songs. Yeah, that's it.
Artist that has inspired you the most?
The artists that has inspired me the most, I would say, are Bruno Mars, James Brown, Adele, but also Loreen from the Euphoria performance as well.
What are you doing in 10 years?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I hope to be making music and doing albums and, hopefully selling out arenas or something.
What's the best thing with Sweden?
Ooh, the best thing with Sweden is the meatballs. Meatballs are so great.
If you would move to another country, which country?
I would actually like to move to Italy. I don't know why, because I've never been to Italy, but it seems like a great vibe in Italy.
Last question. If you would get the honor to compete for another country in Eurovision, which country would you pick?
Ooh. I'll probably say France.
Yeah?
Because I would like a song in French and just, go with that.
Tu parlais français?
Un peu. Et toi?
Mais oui. Great, we survived the first part, Tusse.
Yeah, great.
You were born in Congo-Kinshasa and fled because of the war to Sweden at a very young age without your parents. Yeah. And I know this is not the first time you get this question, but it might be news for my listeners outside Sweden and that hasn't read the New York Post. So what was your childhood like?
So my childhood was actually very troubling because we had to flee the country, and I ended up losing my parents in these events. And I've never, I at that time I was 5 years old, I think, and I didn't have the stability that one should have at that age in the sense of having parents and a home. So there's been a lot of ups and downs. And I remember living in the refugee camp, which was not easy, and it was not at all a life I would, wish for anybody. But now when I look back at my, upbringing, I only remember the good stuff. I only remember, playing football or soccer in the refugee camp. I remember having really good friends at that age and that time. I remember school. I got to go to school and learn English at that age. So it was not a great childhood, but now I look back at it only on the good stuff, because that's what made me who I am today. And I'm really thankful for every single person that helped me through everything.
In 2019, you won the Swedish Idol and became a star overnight in Sweden. And it seems like Idol is a great starting point for making Eurovision stars, since you are the 6th artist from Idol to represent Sweden.
Oh, which are the others?
The other artists have been Anna Bergendahl.
This is my life, my friend.
Robin Stjernberg.
It's all because of you.
Loreen. Måns Zelmerlöw.
We are the heroes of our time.
And Robin Bengtsson.
I can't go on. I can't go on. When you look this freaking beautiful.
And you know what? If Lulu Lamotte had competed last year for Sweden with the Mamas, you would have been our 7th artist from the Idol we sent to Eurovision.
Of course. Yeah, so you're right. It's a great platform, but I think it's because with idols you get new challenges every week, and you get to learn more about the cameras, where to look. You get a new song every single week, so it's kind of a challenge that is good for you before you enter Melfest and Eurovision, because it's practically the same thing, but much less anticipated, and there aren't no original songs, practically.
Yeah.
Basically.
About 30 contestants in the Melodifestivalen over the years have come from Idol. Do you have a personal favorite yourself of them? Besides Loreen?
And myself. I would say... do you know who Tove Styrke is?
Of course.
Yeah, I love her.
Was this year the first time you were approached to do Melodifestivalen?
It was my first year, kind of, because when I was in Idols 2019, I ended up singing Conchita Wurst song called "Rise Like a Phoenix."
Waking in a rubble, walking over glass. Neighbors say we're trouble. Well, that time has passed. Peering from the mirror, no, that isn't me. Stranger getting nearer. Who can this person be? You don't know me at all today. From the fading light I fly, rise like a phoenix. Out of the ashes seeking resurgence.
And with that performance, as it happens to be, Christer Björkman, who is like the head of Melfest and Eurovision and the king of everything good in life, was like, "You're welcome to Melfest whenever you want." And you know, hearing that as a 17-year-old, I was freaking out. I went crazy. And I remember that night I was like, okay, he maybe just said it because of the cameras. But then he said it again behind the scenes, like backstage. And I was completely, you know, so he started talking about songs. He was like, yeah, should we go with a ballad or should we go with something up-tempo? And I was like, what? So, you know, the entire year of 2020, I got various of songs. And I said no to like every single one of them because they didn't feel right until Voices came. And I was like, yes, this is my song for Melfest and Eurovision.
Did you try out any of the other songs that ended up in this year's contest?
I actually didn't.
So not Rena Rama Ding Dong?
No.
Allihopa vilken docka med oss. Man går fram och tillbaks. Rena rama ding dong. Ding dong, ding.
That was not meant for me, but if I would have heard it, I would probably have said, maybe.
How was the song Voices presented for you?
Well, that's actually a funny story, because it's written by Joy Deb and Linnea Deb, who actually wrote Heroes by Måns Zelmerlöw, and also Anders Wrethov and Jimmy Joker, Hanfeldt. And the story about Voices is that I'm still in high school, and I go to school, and I get a phone call from Joy Deb, and I was like, oh shit, you know, this is it. And he was like, yeah, I would love for you to come down to my studio. We could write some songs. And I was like, yes. So we ended up writing a lot of songs, me and Jimmy and Linnea, Joy. But none of them felt, you know, as they should feel before Melfest. You know, you want to feel the right feeling, and you wanted to touch your heart, kind of.
Yeah.
So I went back home. I went to school, and I remember I had a huge math test coming up. So I was studying really, really much, and also I had my driver's license test coming up. And then Linnea Deb calls me up in a hurry. She was like, you have to come down to the studio at this instant. I was like, no, I don't have that time. I need to, you know, study for both these tests. And she was like, no, we have the right song for you. Just come down here. I was like, no, I can't, you know? And she was very, she was very, you know.
Eager.
Yeah. So she was like, please give it a chance. I ended up saying yes because I was like, what can I lose? So I postponed the math test, failed on the driver's license test. I went down, I heard Voices for the first time, and I haven't regretted anything since.
Fire in the rain, but we'll get up again. We're 1,000 miles apart, but we'll overcome. I'll never let you down. Well, they're turning us around, but I feel it in my heart. Let's make a brand new start. Just stop us now, forget the haters. Get up and live and make it matter. There's more to life, so go ahead and sing it out. Can you hear a million voices calling out in the rain?
But you have a driver license now, right?
Yeah, I actually did the test again, and
Yeah.
I nailed it.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you know if the song was presented to anyone else, or was it only you that tried it out?
It was actually only me.
Yeah.
I got the first try, and they loved it, so I loved it as well. So it was like a glove fitting.
Who did you see as your biggest competitor in Melodifestivalen?
You know, before when the artists were presented in November, I was shitting my pants because I was like, oh my god, they have previous winners like Erik Saade, Charlotte Perrelli, the Mamas, Arvingarna, everybody. You know, I was like, oh, this is not going to go my way.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte Perrelli has won Eurovision. That's crazy.
Take me to your heaven. Hold on to the dream. Take me to your heaven.
So I was really nervous about that. And then I heard the songs and stuff. I was like, okay, Dotter is going to be the one to beat because she is amazing. And so yeah, I thought my biggest competitor was Dotter.
Was that your favorite among the songs too?
Actually, I have to say I have a soft spot for the Mamas. I love their song this year, and I love them. So both Dotter and the Mamas were fantastic.
By a big margin, you won the pre-selection, and I clearly remember the most endearing question after the victory when you asked Christer Björkman if you had to pay yourself for the ticket to Rotterdam, and if you could bring anyone with you. Now, because of COVID, that's not an option, but who would you bring if you could?
Oh, that would have to be my mom, my biggest, fan and supporter.
Yeah. What can we expect on stage in Rotterdam?
Oh, I would say, because we're going to try to do the performance even bigger and more, even more majestic. So I think you can expect a huge show. With small differences from the pre-selections one, and a lot of energy and feelings. So just brace yourself for something majestic, I think.
Well, Sasha Jean-Baptiste help you with the choreography.
Yeah, she's amazing. Oh, the whole team, Jean-Baptiste's group, they are fantastic. So I'm really thankful to be able to bring them in, and they are magical. So we have worked really hard. We're rehearsing, we're changing things. We even are changing the outfit. So it's gonna be a whole brand new.
Personally, I love the outfit you had in Melodifestivalen. With a rhinestone necklace, fit for a queen, high-heeled shoes, nail polish, and a red velvet suit. But what will you change?
Yeah, that's actually, I'm not gonna give anything away. I mean, that's my biggest secret, Emil. I'm not gonna spill the tea. But I can say it's gonna be even more fantabulous.
Oh my god. But can we expect some nail polish?
Of course. 100%.
The Eurovision community in general is a very open family, but sadly not all viewers are. And I wonder, have you had any backlash because of how you dress?
I've actually I have, and it's really unfortunate because, I think myself that everybody should be able to wear what they want, and that it's just a fun thing to do, to dress up. So I'm really sorry for the people that take their time to spread hate.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of love, which makes up for the hate, so I'm thankful for that.
For me, this is a no-brainer. Everyone should wear whatever makes them happy. Me, just like you, grew up in a very small place, and I know what it's like to stand out and be called names. Has it been easy for you to go your own way?
Oh, it has not been easy.
Yeah.
But it's, because sometimes I've been thinking maybe I should be more normal. I should change to be more accepting. But then I feel like it does not make me happy, so why should I do it?
Great. Have you listened to your competitors yet?
I have, and I have to say Switzerland is going to win.
You think?
It's such a good song.
Yeah, and a great guy.
I fell asleep to it the other night, and I've been doing that since. It's such a good song.
You will perform in the first semi-final at number 4 on the 18th of May. Are you nervous?
I'm really nervous. I'm really scared. This time I'm representing a whole country. I'm representing Sweden, it's so majestic and so big and so, unique. I feel like, because we're 20 people, we're 20 people in my team going down to Rotterdam. And whenever we're in a meeting, I feel like we are the, Swedish football soccer team, and I get to play Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and we're going down, and
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary because we have to do it really good for Sweden. So I feel that pressure, but I also feel the love from Sweden as well. So it's a balance.
Darling, I know you're going to nail it.
Thank you very much. That means a lot.
Sweden has 6 victories. If you take home the contest, then Sweden will tie with Ireland with the most wins. Not to jinx it, but do you think it's possible this year?
I think anything is possible. It's Eurovision, so I think it's possible. But I'm not. I don't know. I think it's possible because it's Sweden, and I have a great team. I have great writers, great, stylists, great people doing the performance, making it happen and making it to reality. So I think it's possible.
If you bring home the contest to Sweden next year, which city do you wish to host it?
Oh, that's an easy one. I would love for it to be in Leksand, my hometown.
In the north of Sweden.
Yeah.
Would you like to be the host, together with Petra Mede?
Of course. Bring it in.
Before we say goodbye, Tusse, what would you like to say to all my listeners?
I would like to start with a huge thank you. Thank you for all your support. I see everything you write, and I see everything write on Twitter and send me messages, and I'm so thankful for your support. And just remember, everybody, that it's okay to be you, and remember to always be yourself and put yourself first, but also remember to help others, because, everybody's voice counts and everybody's voice should be heard. So just remember to take care of each other, spread joy, spread love, and be your best supporter.
Beautiful. Good luck in Eurovision, Tusse!
Thank you so much. Really fun talking with you, Emil.
Can you hear